ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन गिरिजन रंजन।
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन गिरिजन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन गिरिजन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन गिरिजन रंजन।
यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायण नमस्ते।
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं।
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
नक्षत्रेषु वस्त्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया।
नित्यं भागवतसेवया।
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
भगवती उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
भक्ति भवति नैष्ठिकी।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 10, text number 17 and 18. सीतापत्रं जग्राह
प्राप्तुं जग्राह।
मुक्ताधाम विभूषितम् रत्नदण्डं गुडाकेशः प्रियप्रियतमस्यः प्रियप्रियतमस्यः सीतात् पत्रं जग्राह
सीतापत्रं जग्राह
मुक्तधामा विभूषितम्
मुक्तधामा विभूषितम्
रत्नदण्डं गुडाकेशः
रत्नदण्डं गुणाकेश
प्रियतमस्यः
प्रियतमस्य
सीता आतपत्रम soothing umbrella jagraha took up mukta dama decorated with laces and pearls vibhushitam embroidered ratna dandam with a handle of jewels gudakesha arjuna the expert warrior or one who has conquered sleep priyah most beloved priyatamasya of the most beloved so he did. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. At that time, Arjuna, the great warrior and conqueror of sleep, who is the intimate friend of the most beloved Supreme Lord, took up an umbrella which had a handle of jewels and was embroidered with lace and pearls. Please repeat. At that time, Arjuna, the great warrior and conqueror of sleep, who is the intimate friend of the most beloved Supreme Lord, took up an umbrella which had a handle of jewels and was embroidered with lace and pearls. Purport. Gold, jewels, pearls and valuable stones were used in the luxurious royal ceremonies. They are all nature's gift and are produced by the hills, oceans, etc. by the order of the Lord. And man does not waste his valuable time in producing unwanted things in the name of necessity. By so-called development of industrial enterprises, they are now using pots of gutta parcha instead of metals like gold, silver, brass and copper. They are using margarine instead of purified butter, margarine, and 1/4 of the city population has no shelter. We'll take up the next one. Uddhavah Satyakishchaiva Vyajane Paramadbhude Vrajane Paramadbhude Vikiryamana Kusumai Reje Madhupati Pati. Uddhava and Satyaki began to fan the Lord with decorated fans. The Lord, as the master of Madhu, seated on scented scattered flowers, commanded them along the road. There is no purport for this, so we'll take the next one too. 19. Ashruyantas Sishah Satyas Tatra Dvijeritah नानुरूपानुरूपाश्च
नानुरूपानुरूपश्च
निर्गुणस्य गुणात्मनः
निर्गुणस्य गुणात्मनः.
It was being heard here and there that the benedictions being paid to Krishna were neither befitting nor unbefitting because they are all for the absolute. He was now playing the part of a human being. Purport. At places there were sounds of Vedic benediction aiming at the personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. The benedictions were fitting in the sense that the Lord was playing the part of a human being as if a cousin of Maharaj Yudhishthir. But they are also unfitting because the Lord is absolute and he has nothing to do with any kind of material activity. He is nirguna, or there are no material qualities in him, but he is full of transcendental qualities. In the transcendental world, there is nothing contradictory, whereas in the relative world, everything has its opposite. In the relative world, white is the opposite conception of black, but in the transcendental world, there is no distinction between white and black. Therefore, the sounds of benedictions uttered by the learned Brahmanas here and there appear to be contradictory in relation with the absolute person, but then when they were applied to the absolute person, they lose all contradiction and become transcendental. One example may clear this idea. Lord Shri Krishna is sometimes described as a thief. He is very famous amongst his pure devotees as the Makhan Chor. He used to steal butter from the houses of neighbors at Vrindavan in his early age. Since then, he is famous as a thief. But in spite of his being famous as a thief, he is worshipped as a thief. Whereas in the mundane world, a thief is punished and is never praised. Since he is the absolute personality of Godhead, everything is applicable to him. And still, in spite of all contradictions, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna-Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna-Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sitat Patram Jagraha Muktadama Vibhushitam Ratnadandam Gudakeshaha Priya Priyatamasyaha. At the time, Arjuna, the great warrior and conqueror of sleep, who is the intimate friend of the most beloved Supreme Lord, took up an umbrella which had a handle of jewels and was embroidered with lace and pearls. Uddhava Satyakishchaiva Yajane Paramapude Vikiryamana Kusumai Reje Madhupati Pati. Uddhava and Satyaki began to fan the Lord with decorated fans, and the Lord, as the master of Madhu, seated on scattered flowers, commanded them along the road. Ashruyantas Sisha Satyas Tatra Dvijerita Nanurupascha Nirgunasya Gunatmanaha. It was being heard here and there that the benedictions being paid to Krishna were neither befitting nor unbefitting because they are all for the Absolute, who was now playing the part of a human being. So we see Krishna's departure is being described continuously here. In the first one we saw that Arjuna immediately took an umbrella, very decorated, highly decorated umbrella, and put it on Krishna's head, like he was holding it on Krishna's head, to just shelter him from the sun. So this is interesting, you know, Krishna is the source of the sun. Then somebody is holding an umbrella to protect him from the sun. It is described that Krishna's body was so delicate that a sun ray may burn it. You know, that's what the devotee thinks. You know, that devotee takes care of Krishna so much. When we have Krishna's Archa Vigraha form at home, we try to decorate him. And you know, when we are putting the dresses, then we are very careful that sometimes some pins are to be used, you know, safety pins or something to hold the dhoti or something. But then you have to be so careful that it does not touch Krishna's body. You know, somebody may say it is a stone or something, but no, we know it is Krishna. And a devotee who has this relationship with Krishna, he doesn't allow all this to happen. Every single thing about Krishna is taken care of, you know. Proper anklet, his face has been massaged with ghee or sandalwood oil before dressing. You know, everything. A hair comes in his eyes, you know, immediately the devotee will notice it and will try to remove it. So, Krishna is Nirguna and Gunatmana. Contradiction in a way, you know, that Nirguna. Of course, some people may say Nirguna, he has absolutely no quality. But here, Nirguna means no material quality. Because he is transcendental. That's what Prabhupada explained. He is transcendental totally. Nothing to do with this mundane world. So when these, of course, Satyaki and Uddhava, they were fanning him. That's the system. See, you see all these systems being practiced even now in many temples. When a senior Vaishnava is giving a class, discourse on Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, then somebody stands at the back and fans him, you know. They used to do that. Prabhupada introduced this. Earlier, very few people see that. But Prabhupada said, the spiritual master or the Vyasasana who is over sitting on Vyasasana, he should be treated like a king, like Krishna. So they should get all the facilities. When Prabhupada introduced this, people did not know. Most of the devotees were from Western world, so they did not know how to do that. You know. And in India, even now in some places, there is this big, huge fan, you know, right on the roof, hanging from the roof. It's like a big one, single thing. And then there is one person, he just, you know, pulls it like a string. And that takes care. So no artificial fan and this and that. It's just natural wind. Or you take a peacock fan or charmer and you do that, you know. There are, of course, nice, interesting stories. Like one time, Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, and one fly was troubling him, you know. In Vrindavan has many flies. Where there is prasad, there is fly. So this fly was troubling, and Prabhupada was trying to, you know, during the class, he did. That time, his personal servant, he was fanning him. This is told by him only, personal servant. He was fanning him, but he was fanning him in style, you know, like he wanted to show more that how to fan, you know, like you swing like that and you swing like that, and you know. But the fly was not disturbed, you know, because it was not vigorous. So then there was one devotee who was a little crazy. Everybody thought that he was crazy. So he suddenly came forward and he says, "Give me the fan." And then everybody got disturbed that, oh, this guy is going to do something not good. But at that time they didn't want to create a scene, so he gave him the fan. And that devotee started fanning so vigorously, like a helicopter. Helicopter's fans are there, that you're just swinging it. And the fly went away. So Prabhupada gave him a nice look and then he just nodded and accepted his service. So this fanning is a very interesting phenomenon. We do that every day to their lordships. Now, of course, since last 3-4 days we have Kartik, so we stopped doing the peacock fan. We do only the chamar. From Kartik to Gaur Purnima, we use only chamar. And now here we see in this shloka, one on the screen, the third one. These are Brahmanas, Vijay Rataha, Vijay Iritah, Iritah. So these Brahmanas were chanting different mantras, different hymns, here and there, everywhere. That's the system again. Whenever something is happening like that, the Brahmana job is to chant mantras during any ceremony. So, since Krishna is now playing a role of a human being, these mantras are for his benediction, they are giving him Ashirvad. So that's what it says. Sutta Goswami said, Krishna is the absolute. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. He doesn't need any benediction. He doesn't need any service also. But Brahmanas are giving him because Krishna at that time is in the form of a human being, So in a human being, that shows that all of us need this blessing. The power of blessing, there's a nice lecture on the power of blessing. How we need blessing and how we should be seeking this blessing from everywhere. Especially from the sadhus, our elderly people, our parents, teacher, guru, all the senior people. We should always seek because blessings have a lot of power. Blessings are very powerful. They can help us in many, many ways. So we should always seek this. So here, Krishna, it looks contradictory, isn't it? But then the Sutta Goswami is saying it's not contradictory because it is done in relation with the Absolute. So Krishna is transcendental and whatever happens to him is also transcendental. And Prabhupada gives the example of Makhan Chor, Who will appreciate a chore? So this is how Krishna is, His transcendental. So his activities, he says, Janma karma cha me divyam. Everything is transcendental about him. So he's becoming a thief or he's becoming a liar, a cheater. It's nothing to do with the material world. It's absolutely transcendental. So we see that, that's why we say that he ran away from the battlefield and is glorified as Ranachod. People will say he's a coward, but he's a Ranachod. Ranachod Das. People call him themselves, Ranachod Das. Ranachodji, there is a temple. Temple for a person who ran away from the battle. Because there's a purpose, He has come to this, he descends in this material world just to give pleasure to the devotee, to his associates. Paritranaya sadhunam. That's what his job is. And he does it very sincerely. Even as a human being, he sets so many standards for us. So that proves that we can take a lesson from every single happening, every single shloka. And thanks to Srila Prabhupada and other acharyas, they have given such wonderful commentaries. So I'd like to stop here. If you have any question, comment, you can take it up. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.